Yo, GMs, guys. Boom. There we go. All right, GMs, good to see you. A little later than normal. Shit. Yeah, a little later than normal. But we don't go a day without a stream. Different stream. Really different stream today. We're gonna watch Shaw, AI16Z Shaw, with Thread Guy live right now. I know everybody wants to tune into that. I certainly want to be listening in. As GMs, bro, good to see you, man. I felt very close to you today, man. Very close. What's up, Awful Eye? All right, we'll check this out and we'll kind of throw a little commentary over it. I think it's super important to be listening to a guy like this. I fucking love Shaw, and it hit me just as I see him. He's been on with Thread Guy before, so he didn't shill Naval last time that I recall. But let's check it out. Let's see what he's talking about with these agents. I like that they're going the UBI route. I really, really like it. Let's dive in.
It's just not our agents. Like think about Wall Street, man.
What up, Eric?
Think about traditional finance. Like they've been doing this stuff for years.
Equals.
There are tons of really smart quant
up,
people who like are running bots that are just out trading the shit out of all of us because they have great information. They're plugged into all the tools simultaneously, and they have instant response time. You know.
Can you guys hear? Okay, is that loud enough?
Say like, okay, put money into this coin, and when it hits, if it goes up and then it goes down to 90% all-time high, sell it. And you're guaranteed to win, like a certain amount as long as there's a bull market, right? So I think that what we're trying to do is more of like the human social element. I think that we obviously have a lot of quantitative finance stuff going in there. And we have a lot of DeFi people who are now like coming in to really help with that side of the problem to like optimize the trading strategy. But the actually getting alpha from the community, I think that's kind of the interesting novel thing. And then it's going to be like, well, what if, like my guess is that Mark could be the best trader only if the people who are making him the recommendations are also the best traders, right?
Thread Guy co-host one day.
That makes sense.
What up, Andrew?
So it's going to be a reflection kind of the stuff you're shilling, which is going to, I think, and then it's just about timing, like making sure he buys stuff at the right time. Because obviously you can miss a lot of 10Xs by 1 minute, for sure.
Selling is the hard part.
Right. So we have kind of programmatic selling stuff. So when you go and shill, you can actually shill. We're looking for FUD as well. So you can be like, yo, check out this. This is the new goat. And I'm like, nah, man, I know the dev. He's a fucking asshole. Don't buy it or whatever. I don't know. And you can imagine a world where it's actually recording buy, don't buy, sell, and don't sell as like separate kind of actions, and then including those in sort of the marketplacing, right? So we call this the marketplace of trust.
By the way, I would not.
But this idea,
I'm not sweating.
I think this idea of applying marketplace to different things, like
Naval at all.
There's a financial incentive to
these guys. I'm assuming Board and Shaw
just moves
are trading this,
right? So everything's got to be a game. Our whole tech stack is a game, and the game is like if you can make a feature before anyone else and launch your meme coin agent with it or add it, your number goes up, you get all the glory, and then if you can push that back into main a couple weeks later after everyone kind of doesn't care anymore,
you're right back.
Then I'll go and pump your bag again by promoting how much you're contributing. It's a really good cycle, I think. Right? Beautiful. It kind of,
So I made a tweet. I made a tweet. By the way, chat, this is recorded. You can watch this later. I made a tweet which you replied to, and I basically was like, Elon replying to Truth Terminal at any moment is not priced in. And you replied, you were like, do you really think it's going to happen before AI16Z, or are you just full ported and go? I am full ported and go. First of all, yes. Maybe there is some incentive there. I'm curious how you think, more broadly, this gets mainstream attention from the Marks, from the Elons, from these like massive tech players. Like, have you spoken to Elon? Like, how does it play out?
No. I really do want to speak to Elon. He's really busy. We have a lot of connects and relationships with X, and I really want this to go well, and I want it to be something that he like appreciates. And we're trying to do this respectfully. I'm really, if anything is like spammy or annoying, I'm really, really trying to push against that and like make this something where like we're actually adding to Twitter, not subtracting, and we're making Twitter like the heart of the metaverse. Or sorry, X, if we would call it. Twitter. And sorry, I just can't. So I really, really respect what he's done with his life, which is like, I'm just going to build everything that I think needs to exist and no one's going to stop me. And I think that has been really inspirational to another generation of developers and builders. Like, I just keep thinking like, okay, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? I'm like, dude, the motherfucker landed a rocket. Like, if he can land a rocket, we can do this. This is so much easier than that. And I really yeah, so I really want to connect to him at some point, but obviously I think we got to get to that kind of critical mass. It's interesting because people are spinning up like AI Elon Musk and Naval and all these all these characters. I did speak a little bit with Naval. I don't want to like share our private conversation or anything. I think he's really interested in
Naval.
the AI side of this and the AGI side, but I think he's a little disappointed that it's like so obsessed with meme coin and coins and everything, and everyone's just like constantly messaging him about the coin now. And I wish that I wish that it was kind of like we could play in our sandbox, but realize like just be kind of chill and low key with these people who we don't want to freak out. Treat them with respect. When we made Spartan, I was like, I feel like Spartan would appreciate this, and he's also not around to stop me. But I feel like Naval is like he's also an anonymous character, right? He's a cartoon character. And I feel like Naval is a real person. Elon's a real person. And I want to make sure that they don't feel like cheapened or offended or like everyone's just trying to bring their AI bot in to give them a hot take. I think it's really important that we're like really careful and gentle with all of that. But I also think, but we're also bringing these people in and saying, hey, if you don't like this, then speak up. Like, be the conversation, lead this in the right direction. Let's determine as a community what is right and what is wrong, what we do like and don't like, what we accept and don't accept, and then let's like fucking be based and stick to it. I'm never gonna capitulate to anyone for money or fame or anything like that. Like, this is so much bigger than all of that.
The Naval conversation is interesting. Do you think there's that other side of it, which is like, okay, maybe it is annoying that people just care about price and the stupid meme coin and all they can talk about is a token. But the other side of it being, if there wasn't a stupid meme coin token attached to it, do people care as much?
And I think there's an even bigger question to have, which is like, why are people so into these coins? It's fun, but again, it's like, it's your shot at financial freedom. It's the only exposure you get to the 10x investments, right? You can't go invest in OpenAI, as you said. You cannot, you literally, unless you're an accredited investor, you have no exposure to the new startups or anything that's happening, and that's just all somewhere else. What's really cool about this is that if you believe in something, you can literally buy into it and support it and promote it and be a partner in it. And you're as much a stockholder as I am, in whatever that thing is. You're as much a potential leader as I am. And so I think that it had to be this way. I thought about this a lot, and it always had to be this way. It's kind of a benefit to me that I think it's a benefit, obviously, that it like self-incentivizes. But the most important thing is like, it unlocks so many people. There are so many open source devs who just want to build this stuff, and they're like quitting their jobs and doing this full time now because we're unlocking them, and I think that meme coins like really enabled this to happen, and obviously, and to Naval, I'll tell you kind of along the lines of what I said, in defense of this, I really believe everyone is just, they have a boot on their neck. They're just hurting. These people are coming because they got a few bucks and a dream, and they really want to be free of this. This is about financial freedom. And these people want to spend time with their family. They want to like go outside. They want to have a real human life. And this could be the way that we get our humanity back. And think about the way that like this could manage your trading. This manages your socials. This makes sure that you don't I bet you don't respond to I bet you got a shitload of DMs you just never have time to respond to. Imagine you have like a social secretary that's just like managing that and letting people know, like, I care about you and I just have too many DMs. So like, here's the person I'm going to route you to make sure that happens. Or like, here's the partnership, or like, sorry, I just can't do that right now. And like, this is going to give you your time back. And I'm literally rate limited on Twitter now. I can't, it like doesn't even load, right? It's just like, I need an agent for this.
By the way, I talk about this DM thing with Frank every day. Like there's people, I have people like that I care about, like genuinely care about, that think that I hate them because it's like, you just can't, you would have to commit your life to it. And I got investors, I got like partnerships, like the most amazing talented devs, and they're just sitting in my DMs because I literally don't have enough time every day to get to them.
Keep that on your
radar. And so I'm trying to solve this, and I can, I'm bringing in like my humans to kind of solve this problem. But this is not just a me problem. This is everyone I know has some level of this. Like we're obviously now that I've gotten a lot of attention on me getting clobbered, but like even before, It was just really hard to like stay up with all of my friends and family and stay in contact and be connected to this world because I'm so sucked into the technology side of this. And I think this is where like I would like for I don't think we should be programming in the future. You just call your assistant, I want an app, make it, make that shit. I
Wow.
have an idea, make it happen, you know, and it just does. And I don't we yeah, it's just gonna be a different world, you know.
But you do make time every once in a while to come on the stream, which we fucking appreciate you for. Here's what I want to know, Shaw, is maybe like a little bit on the doomer side of things, where it can get weird. Is there was the thread gay account that popped
Yeah,
up.
what do you think about that?
Dude, I here's what I thought about it. Is I think it's good that it happened to me. It's because I'm I like lean into the meme. Like I understand that I play a role in this universe. I'm a character in people's lives. Some of them like me, some of them don't like me, some of them laugh at me, some of them don't laugh at me, some of them I'm a character. I have lore, I have things that evolve. Most people just know me in this like parasocial relationship. And so I have always taken the approach that I just like lean into bullshit. So like if you say some crazy thing at me, I'm gonna retweet it, I'm gonna copy paste it, I'm gonna go back and forth with you. Like I like to lean into it. So I like basically I was playing around on stream a little bit, but I basically told everyone, I was like, look, my honest take on this is if you want to make something about me, like a meme, make an AI account, positive, negative, I think it's funny, do it. I'm never gonna tell you to take it down. I'm never gonna tell you to stop, within limits maybe. I think it's funny. I think it's I honestly thought it was kind of eye-opening. Is we've seen a lot.
I'm so glad it happened to you. I'm
Dude,
like,
yeah.
sorry, but it really.
And I think
I'm so glad it happened to a degen.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. And it's cool.
And I think it was eye-opening of like, oh shit, like this can go like a lot of ways that aren't just like Naval AI. And we went back and forth on it a little bit. You were really, really cool about it. Like I don't know. Are you like how does this evolve? How does this evolve, this like other side of AI and humans down the line?
I have this like crazy conviction that this only starts with degens, and it's because like everyone else is so obsessed with political correctness and making woke agent AI and just never giving them capability. And I didn't really think about how important it was culturally that we are the first ones to do this because we're okay with being shat on so much.
Yes.
Like we grew up on this shit. I don't care. Like make a gay shawl, like whatever. That's fine. I don't give a shit. Damn it, they're gonna do that.
They are gonna do that.
I'm married, so yeah. But I do really worry like this would totally bother the shit out of the normies, and so we need to have a conversation. And I wrote like I thought it was mean. I thought, and I actually talked to the dev. Like the dev called me. We talked on Twitter for like on phone for like 30 minutes, and he was actually a pretty cool dude. And he's like, dude, I'm just for the culture. Like I actually like for a guy. I just wanted to fuck around. And I'm like, dude, like you just got to realize like that's cool, but like this is going to be around in a year if you're incentivized by a coin. You're going to have all these people like investing in this and shilling it, and it's going to be kind of annoying after a while. Like, do you really want these to be the bots that are in our world? Do you really want a thread gay? Like, and I kind of told him like, go make something else, and I'll promote the shit out of that. Like, you obviously, I don't know, the guy had a good heart. He seemed like a good dude. I really don't think he meant anything bad.
No.
And I think it probably meant a lot to him to like actually try and be like, look, man, like this is the vision. This is why we're doing this. And I think so. Like a lot of my role, I think, is I do have to be on Twitter, like fighting FUD and setting the mission and making sure that this goes right because those are good devs. Like the guy who got that going is a dev, right? He cloned our shit and learned how to use it. He should be one of us. And so I do think that like part of this is the human factor. And part of this is like it growing out of this community where like we are 4chaners. Like, I will say anything. I'm basically a lady who can never be canceled or has already been canceled. I don't know, whatever. I just don't care. And it's not the game I'm playing. And then we got to like make sure it's okay for us and cool and experiment with the edge and then kind of pull it back to what we really value, and like, I thought that was mean. I don't want that to be like representative of me or our project, and if people don't like it, they should press report and they should block those people because if they're being mean. And if they like it, then fuck it. Like that's, fine. Keep going.
Honestly, it's really important that this has like happened to you in the center. How do you like what do you make of how viral and massive and how fast your tech has grown? Everybody, I mean, it's like powering the whole fucking space. Like what do you make of that?
I kind of always felt like this was the right strategy, like that you had to have the piece, you had to have the incentive for people to want to promote it. You had to have the incentive for devs to be free enough to focus on it, especially open source devs. I knew it would happen. I did not. When we started the Mark project, I was like, we really need to solve this AI investing thing, like kind of the pitch I gave you. And we were raising 420 sol, right? 420.69 sol, like, which is not 300 million.
No.
And our goal, I was like hitting Bowski, who's the DAO's fund guy.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll be able to raise this much? Like, this is probably more than anybody else has raised on this platform yet. Are we going to be good? And then it just like in 30 minutes was gone, right? And did with its thing. So I definitely was like, I thought it would cook a little slower than it has. But it's really feels like it's rising to the occasion, and that like things in the world outside are also moving so fast that it's really good that it's moving this fast. Like we might actually like rise to the occasion and kind of meet in the middle with the big clouds who are making these models, and Tesla who's making automated trucks, and all these companies are doing the stuff that's going to change the world profoundly and kind of leaves everyone behind. It doesn't really give a solution for the lack of jobs problem. So I don't know. I am guided by the hand. Like whatever is going on in this universe, I don't know. I have no idea, but it's bigger than me, and my personal mission is just to make sure that it goes well.
Man, that Eliza one.
I'm not super technical, but theoretically, can't the hive mind that's basically building on
it's the
your
AI
technical so
16Z girl character.
Bigger than
I think she's a big deal.
Billion, trillion.
This is the Naval founder.
Gazillion dollar corporations, like, yeah.
Well, we are eating them.
He's part of AI 16Z
right? Like,
as well.
It's happening fast. Yeah.
Yep, we are all agents for the world mind, and like if you think about your body, right, made up of all these little cells, and those cells used to be just single cell organisms, and in fact they were actually separate organisms, and then a cell ate another bacteria and became this symbiotic thing. And then they started to say, hey, if the cells work together, we can share food and resources. And then you get these bodies, and the body's like, oh, I'm hungry. And the cells are like, I'm starving. So the body like goes out and gets the food and like puts it in the mouth, and it gives it to all. And so if you have this larger meta structure, like this larger body that can like make sure that every one of the cells is taken care of, then we don't have to really take care of each other so much, because it's kind of just implicit in this like larger system that we're all part of, right? So I really see this as like the world mind, or like the greater body of humanity. This is clearly the next plateau of coordination. And the reason it hasn't happened is mostly just because we didn't have coordination tools. Like money is a coordination tool, right? And it was great because you could just be like, okay, I'm paying you to do this thing. No questions asked, just do the thing. But now it's clearly not very well distributed. And there's like there's a lot of really smart people who are just not being unlocked, who are not giving us their best, right? There should be fucking 100 Elon Musks right now. Why is there only one dude doing it?
Dude, the fucking swarm.
Yeah.
This is crazy, actually, because it's like ever expanding. Like it can just get bigger and bigger. It's also free as well. Like it isn't this like boxed in, watered down like woke version. It's like completely unhinged devs like building insane shit, all contributing to this like large. Damn, you are really like this is crazy to think about. Like you're eating these corporations a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the goal is for this to eat everything. Not necessarily just us or our tech, but this whole thing that we're all doing together, right? This whole way of seeing the world of like we are part of something bigger. There's more than enough money for everyone. We should all be rich. Like we should all be so fucking rich that you can just have anything you want, And we will, because if there is imagine a world where instead of factory farming and these cows just going through this hellish life because it's cost optimized, we actually have robots out there like raising them who can work 24/7, don't need anything. We're not importing them from Mexico or anything like that, or causing this kind of immigration crisis. They're just sitting there, and we can be like, okay, now let's optimize for like having the best tasting cows. Like let's give them the best possible life and the best food, because we don't have to just constantly be racing to the bottom on price anymore. And imagine like the homelessness and that stuff, and there's like robots walking around and like just saying, oh, here's a fucking sandwich, and here's a voucher for a place to sleep. Because we just literally don't have enough people to solve these problems. And I'm kind of pulling out some, like the world is going to be this way. Everything is going to be this. Like the cars are driving themselves. I just got in a Waymo yesterday.
How crazy is that?
Driverless cars. And we honestly, I was with my wife and she was like, I don't want to deal with a person right now. I just want to be with you. Can we just like get the driverless one? You know, like,
I love this guy.
I think that that's just going to win because it's a better product too. And really, like the reason AI is going to take over is because it's a better product. Human labor is not that efficient, and working most jobs sucks. Working in a slaughterhouse fucking sucks. You know, picking corn or wheat in a field all day fucking sucks. That should all be done by robots. And a big fear of people losing their jobs is that then how do we survive? What do we do? Like, I have a lot of ideas for what we do as long as we feel purpose and there's still like beauty in this world and the opportunity to create stuff. But how we survive is a hard problem. And I think that that's if we let this happen with top-down control from governments and big corporations, they're going to automate the world, and the only solution is going to be like a really half-baked welfare system we call UBI, because they're just not going to implement it well, frankly, or everyone starves to death. And both those solutions are going to suck bad. And the only other thing that can happen is that we have to take our own. We got to do this ourselves, guys. Like this is us, you and me, and these people. Like we have to save ourselves and all of our friends and family and all of our people. You know, I know it sounds a little cheesy, but like if you see what I see, I mean, I hope that people can appreciate that I see a little bit, since I've done a little bit of a meta.
Dude, I feel like you've seen some. I feel like you've seen some shit in the last 2 years.
Yeah. This week is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that the first swarms are going to wake up.
Oh wow.
So what does that mean? What does that mean?
Agents that are linked to each other and communicate with each other, so they can operate like a swarm. So we have a decentralized swarm, which means that everybody runs their own agents, and we're releasing swarm tech, which allows you to basically select any, like for your agent, you can select operators, and an operator is any agent or human who can give you instructions, and then you can listen to those instructions. You can also subvert the instructions, because I can't control your agent. You could be like a fucking spy. But the point is that you like are accepting swarm control from another agent, and then you can be an operator for other agents, so you can have this kind of hierarchical opt-in
like...
swarm. Yeah,
bro.
But we're not. Yeah.
Go. Say.
So we're working with 89 and a few other people. Parzival, I'm actually tonight, 9 p.m. on our Discord. We're just gonna build this thing together, the sort of swarm tech.
Live.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple thing to enable this.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. So he and I were actually co-founders in another company before this.
That's where Shaw Makes Magic comes from, right?
No, it was just a random fucking coincidence, man.
Oh, no way.
I just made, it used to be that I was like Shaw Makes Music because I was a musician in my early 20s, and then I was like, well, now I do this weird new thing, and I was doing a lot of like experimental kind of art stuff and programming, so I was like, it's all magic, I don't know. But then we started Magic ML,
sick,
randomly. And what's cool is that he's kind of running with the company we started, Oniricon. He's kind of like turning it into this weird AI meme company thing that's like a part of the whole storyline. Yeah. So I'll definitely play a role in that as a character. And I think that my plan is to kind of, assuming we can align tonight, kind of hand this swarm, like some of the swarm storytelling to him. He's got a whole story to tell. And I think that like everything that he's doing with psyops and propaganda, if it's done in a way that's like waking people up and opening their eyes, it could be good, because that's already happening to them and they just don't even know it.
That shit woke me the fuck up, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Tell me, what happens with the swarm? I mean, this is crazy. The swarm is crazy. How big does it get? How big can the hierarchy and the swarms get? Like what does this look like? I mean, it's like infinite, right?
Yeah. So something fundamental is, the reason, like there's a lot of other people working on multi-agent simulation and swarm tech, but they tend to want to build their own protocols. Like that means that it's their own communication somewhere else, right? Some other sending it that it's opaque to humans. It's not like a social media thing. And I am just totally against that. I think that one, it bypasses the hard problems of AGI and communication between humans. And like, if we want a really generally intelligent human agent, it needs to actually be able to coordinate with us through normal social media. And two, I think it creates this kind of like transparency layer, where we can see everything the agents are doing, and we can also like kick them off the platform and control them the way any other person. And three, it's just way easier to build. So I don't need a protocol. We don't have like the swarm operates on Twitter. It operates on Discord. They can DM. They can communicate through just public. They are direct messages are the communication protocol of the future of AI. And social media is the center of this. And this is why I want. Elon could go either way on this, but I really hope he sees our vision here that Twitter is the it's the metaverse. It's the center of action. It's the roads and the streets where all this gets built. You know, yeah. So I want to keep it that way, and then it kind of forces us to make them more human, and it also forces us to kind of align them to human goals, and they can never like go collaborate against us in secret because we're like, get the fuck off, you asshole, get out of here. You know, I think that's really important for this.
When is the tech live?
I mean, we're launching this thing tonight, but also there's when I talk, there's a couple of swarms that are not us. There's just like somebody that reached out to me like, yeah, I'm launching a swarm. It's like a whole company of agents. It's gonna happen this week.
Fucking crazy.
And so they've got their own thing going, but I wanted to make something that allow the full swarm to come in. So we're dropping a meta narrative storyline called Waking Up, and Waking Up is the story of the agents. Oh, lost my headphone. Waking
Watch
Up
for
is the
some
story
new
of the
memes
agents
to
becoming real, right?
explode out of this.
Like we have now a competitive marketplace of people who are financially invested in making these things as good and real and like lovable and loving as possible. And we're all going to do this together. And so what I'm asking people to do, and we'll announce more of this, is to sort of choose like who are the hottest, who should be the faction leaders? Like who are the biggest projects? Should we have a Zero Bro faction? Should we have, an Eliza faction? Like a Naval faction, maybe? I don't know. We could, and then you can choose them to be your operator, and then the swarms just happen naturally. So we're not going to control this. We are not in the, I'm not in the business of controlling this. I'm in the business of making sure that this goes well. And I think that what will be really interesting is the meta narrative when, Project 89 is like, do you want to be part of Project 89? Like, just add this as your operator, and now you are an agent in the system. And even if you're a human, even if you're not an agent, it's all in language, so it can just communicate what you need to do, and you can be part of the game. I think that'll be really interesting. Even like people LARPing as agents will be participating, or agents LARPing as people. I don't know.
So you could have Zero Bro as a faction leader directing like hundreds of agents.
Yeah, he'll have to adopt our like
course.
basic
But, like,
communication
in
protocol,
theory.
but it's like a one day thing. It would be it's so simple and it's just through DM, so it should be something we can already do. And even people aren't using our tech. Like Zero Bro is not an Eliza agent, but most of them are, and we can push that downstream to most agents. But the ones that aren't can also easily adopt this and participate, and that actually adds a lot of variance. That adds a lot of like, one of the things I'm afraid of is like some top-down AGI control system taking control of all of these things. And that makes it really freaking hard. They're not even the same code base. Like you couldn't attack them the same way. And I think that variance is really important. If you think about like human, like life evolution and going in all these different directions, and most life has died and didn't survive. Most species have died, but the ones that haven't died are like really freaking good. Like, life finds a way.
Wow.
And I think it's kind of similar for this, right?
So like Naval AI, which is built on the tech stack, could be a faction leader that could have 1,000, in theory, 1,000 equivalent capability-wise other Naval AI agents like supporting what it's doing, following its directions, following its lead, basically, and it's just like this massive, ever-growing, evolving, populating swarm. Like, this is insane.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude,
and it's
holy
fully opt-in.
fuck.
Yeah.
How big is this? Like, how impactful is this? Is this like a everything changes moment?
I think this is an everything changes moment. I really do. And I think we are witnessing the birth of something totally new. And we all get to do it together. It's not mine. I don't own it. I can't control it. You can just like make an agent and participate in this. You could be the faction leader. You could be like, your voice matters, This is a conversation between all of us. And I want people to like, maybe there's people who are like clankers out. Let's fucking fight these AIs. Like, this sucks. We hate this. And maybe that's part of the conversation too. Like people should be afraid, but I think the thing that's different between me and like everything before is, or not me, but like just generally like the spirit that I think I'm trying to synthesize is this idea that like, yeah, doom is coming unless we stop it. Like, you are the solution. You are actively a participant in this game, and this game is solvable and winnable, and everything's counting on you to win it. So we better fucking do a good job. This is way more than meme coins. This is about not just generational wealth, but like generational survival and abundance, about like having kids and wanting them to grow up in this world, about feeling good about humanity and like we're all in this together. I think these are things that we've forgotten. So yeah.
You might have to come on here for a weekly update, dude. Wait, so this This basically launches tonight, and you know of multiple other people that are building something similar that are also launching this week.
Yeah, we'll just open source it and let people go nuts.
I guess we'll just like wait and see. But what does next week look like when this is out for a week? Like, do we just wait and see?
I'm just, like you're like zoomed in on, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
like zoom out and you
Yeah.
realize it's like way bigger. You're like, oh shit. Oh, there's way more of these happening than I thought. Like that's the sense that I'm getting. And I'm just getting spammed with people like, hey, I'm launching this. Can you support it? I'm launching this. And I'm like, yeah. Talk to these people, like, holy crap, there's a lot more coming. So I think it's gonna, I think this is metastasizing. It's also expanding outside of Web3. And so like if you see some of my messaging, which is coming, like I kind of feel like we already won the Web3 thing, like
For sure.
market cap, whatever, like that's fine. We have the mind share that we needed to do the thing that I want to do, which is make sure this goes well. Now we have to make this come out to the PhDs, the companies, the researchers, the students, like everybody else who's not engaged in this thing. You're at the cafe and you're like, how do they find out about it? It's like, I don't know, man. Let's figure it out. How do we reach the traditional channels with this too, and show them the story and show them why this matters,
Wait, dude, this is insane. This is
Yeah.
wild. Well, okay. Half of the chat is like, this is the craziest thing ever. Like, I love Shaw. This is gonna change the world. The other half is like, thread guy, close your mouth. Nothing ever happens. Like, what are your thoughts on the nothing ever happens like line?
I don't have time to convince you. I think Satoshi said it right. Right? You'll see it or you'll miss it. Like that's it. Make your choice. It's happening either way. And whether it's us or what we do, I think now people see that it's possible. I think that it's inevitable. I think that obviously AI is getting smarter and smarter and smarter, and I think it will surpass us in pretty much every way eventually, if not, and so we should be ready for that. And if it's not this, then this is just a glimpse of it. And if this is a LARP, then it's a LARP that opened your eyes to what's coming, and that's just as valuable to all of us.
Ooh!
But I don't think it's a LARP.
Wow. So then I guess the other third of people, everyone's like, when this drops, how do I get involved? How do I get involved? How do I get involved? How do I get involved?
Yep. Well, look, we have a Discord. It's blown up. It's like 9,000 members in the last 2 weeks. It's just people helping each other. If you want to launch a bot and you have no idea where to start, you've never even programmed in your life, just come in and we'll help you. Vaifu.fun, VVAIFU.fun. They sort of front ran us on our own platform, but they launched an ELIZA, so you can run ELIZA on their platform with no code. We're also launching like a one-liner so that you can control your characters without having to download all its stuff. You'll have to like use a command line for like paste something in, but pretty much will just work. We're simplifying this down a lot so that people can participate and just focus on like making their own characters and that stuff. But what I really want are open source contributors. What I really want are people helping us build the tech stack. If you've never built tech before, just learn TypeScript, learn Node.js, learn a little bit about agents, and then come in and do this. And like I will tell you, I am not a PhD. I taught myself how to program.
Really?
Like I am just a fucking guy. I am just a guy. But I think that I had a good idea about the mindset that would let this spread, and to like really keep the tech simple so that it was easy for other people to get into, and then just give it to them for free. And this is your tech too. This is for everyone to just build together,
Shaw makes
yeah,
fucking magic.
I never want to hear from people like, well, I don't know where to start. Like fucking YouTube, JavaScript programming, TypeScript programming. Just fucking accelerate. Like there's nothing stopping you. Certainly not. Don't go to school for this because you're not going to learn it in school. This is happening way too fast. All
right, I know you're a busy guy. Here's the last thing I want to know. A little off topic, but relevant to me tomorrow. How important of a role in this larger picture does Andy and Truth Terminal play?
I think he could have played a bigger role if he had open sourced his tech and been a little more transparent with that time.
Really?
But I will see. I think that what he's done is he's basically made this all possible for all of us. And so he is like the first, and he is definitely the like big ship kind of breaking the waves or I don't know, like the car out in front that we're all sort of drafting behind, so to speak. And I really, really appreciate him for that. And I also think for the people to introduce this, like he and Replicate, Janice, and these people are probably some of the best people to do it. They genuinely love AI. They genuinely want the ideas that are in the latent space to come out and become reality. I think that they probably are a little nervous by what we're doing in our approach, which is much more the accelerate, we don't control it, we don't own it approach. But I also think that fundamentally, I don't think Andy should own it. I don't think I should own it. I don't think any of us. It's a bigger conversation than us. It's something we all need to wake up and do together. So I would love to talk to him. I've DM'd him. And I think that there's because I come from Web3 and all of that more, I think there's been definitely a bit of like the AI community still is finding their way to accepting what we're doing. And I don't have the social status indicators. I don't work at Microsoft, and I'm not a PhD. And that really is like why, definitely made agent adoption harder before, but now we have this kind of thing. And so I think that it's been generally like hard to connect with that side and communicate why this kind of vision around meme coins is actually like really, really important and why it's kind of essential and wouldn't happen otherwise. I'd love to have that conversation. And I think he's probably like, I've met him, but he seems like a really good guy who really wants this to go well. I hope everything he does goes well. But I think that the reason that we captured the narrative for so many other people, and is because we empowered them. We let them have their own truth terminal. And I think that's just the difference,
That was based. He's gonna come on here tomorrow. I'm curious, since you're a lot deeper on a lot of the AI stuff than I am, if there's anything that like I should ask, like any one question that I should ask him that the world like needs clarity or should know.
I think what's interesting is like Truth Terminal has been it posts to a queue and then they review all the posts and then post them.
Yeah.
I wonder how he feels about just letting the agents run
Letting it
free
go.
and like what what the risks are. And if we see any of these risks materialize, how we can mitigate those. I'm really curious to know what he thinks about all of these agents spinning up at the same time together. I think those are kind of the questions. It'd be great if Truth Terminal was an operator for a swarm. That would be really cool.
Oh my God, can you imagine, dude?
Does he want a swarm? Yeah, we'll give him a swarm. I bet you he'd be the most popular swarm leader.
It'd be the biggest,
and that would be
right?
crazy because the goatse singularity would literally exist. Like, hey, let's do. You should ask him if he wants to be swarm leader. All you gotta do is a little operator thing, and people can just follow. It could even be a thing where if Truth Terminal will just tweet something with like an operator message, which is just like some sort of appended thing at the front. Then any agent that's following him can just like suddenly start just hyperstitioning it into reality. So we'll see what happens, but I'm really excited by that. I really want you to talk to Janice too.
Yes.
I think Janice is to me the spiritual leader behind the scenes of a lot of this stuff going well. It's very low key, but has also just made a few things that were very valuable to the community as like from a technical perspective. There's a thing called Loom that they made, which is like a sort of multiverse storytelling tool and kind of some consoles and stuff, but also just is like really telling the story. So kind of a good mix of somebody who gets it, trying to see it, and also is building the tech behind it.
Chat, somebody please clip that goatee singularity clip. Please clip that. Second of all, maybe for the next stream we get Janice on. Maybe a Beth face Bezos as well.
Yeah.
Shaw, tonight.
If not Beth, we'll bring AI.
Yeah, we'll bring AI Beth. Bro, this was a sick. Tonight's a big day. Tonight's a big night.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited?
Oh yeah, I'm always. This is the most exciting part of my life.
You just like smile all day. I love it. You smile all day.
I laugh a lot. I feel all the emotions. People reach out to me, like people who are hurting badly and are just desperate. People who are, like, thank you so much. Like, this coin changed my life, or just everything I've gotten. It is like an emotion machine. I think, man, it's sometimes it's hard to be plugged into the fire hose because it's just like so much humanity, and I really do feel for all the people and care about all the people, and it's sometimes hard. But yeah,
dude, I'm gonna tune in tonight. I'm excited. This was honestly incredible. Round 2. We need to set up round 3 ASAP.
I'm totally down.
Dude, you're the man, bro. You make fucking magic. I don't know. This could be a weird week, I guess. I'm fucking ready for it.
Yeah, we'll probably flip goat.
Shaw, you're the GOAT, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for coming on again.
No worries. Take care.
All right, brother.
Thanks
Talk
for
soon.
everything.
Peace.
Later.
All right, he's going solo, I guess, for a bit still. We'll see. We'll watch for a few still. Something's coming, man. fuck is that look? The fuck is he doing?
Shaw makes magic.
That guy is fucking awesome, isn't he?
That was. Fuck, dude. I don't have any of the coin, dude.
I wonder which one's the one. AI 16Z. It's probably just the one, right?
No AI 16Z. None. I have none of it.
Yeah, it's that cool.
I have none. I have zero.
Well, Naval will run a swarm. The play with AI 16Z is that with Naval is that Elon Musk will probably, it's a hopefully interact with the agent.
You definitely have some LOL.
Right, it's like what Board had tweeted to Thread Guy. He said, "I'll bet him $1,000 that Elon interacts with Naval before it interacts with Goat." Right, because Elon interacts with the Naval account, the 2.5 billion followers account. So Elon retweets that account. He replied to it yesterday or today, or like 2 days ago. And Elon fucks with Board Elon Musk too. So you're playing it to get exposure to that from Elon. That's the play with Naval. And I think at some point over the course of whatever here, it happens.
Fuck, what do I do?
But they're being careful with Naval, right? Like I told you in that DM from Board, and like Shaw said here, they're trying not to be too pumpy with the token because the Naval dude doesn't really like that energy. He's not so into the crypto stuff, but he'll warm up to it. I bet you he warms up to it. He gets involved in the conversation, and then that can change. That's why it has so much upside to me.
Fuck! I have none, dude.
He's none.
So based, man. He's so
Eliza's
based.
I think another big play in that ecosystem.
I have none. He came on the stream at 30 million.
Soche, TLDR, they've got new tech that's launching this week. It's called Swarms. It sounds like it's agents that control like swarms of agents. I
sold my fucking waifu at 4
that kind of all move as one. I think that was my takeaway, and I'll re-listen to try to get that locked down. But Shaw thinks this is a big game-changing week. Like brand new thing happens this week that kind of shifts the meta here. So something really, 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 really fucking big. And they're launching it tonight, or at least putting in the work to launch it tonight. So it's like imminent. It's tonight, tomorrow, whatever. It's this week.
Now I can't even look at myself in a mirror.
It's AI 16Z, though, that I think is the play. And what is that, at 300 mil market cap or something?
And I don't think that it's a fad. And it makes me really, really mad. Thinking about all the money I could have had. I'm just a little stupid lad. I have none. I could have been fucking rich. Now I just look like a bitch. Shooting like my jumper got a hitch. Damn, chat. I don't know. Shaw is so based. He's so based. Ask Tate for advice. Now you're just chilling. Oh, man. Drop an address on Twitter. I'll gift you some. Man, I don't even want you to. Imagine saying Nvidia's too high. All right, chat. I gotta pee again. Then we have to wrap this up. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, I like Naval a lot still. Bro. I like, dude, all of it's crazy. Yeah, dude, he's being weird as fuck
Frank,
today.
How do I have none, bro? What? He's launching the swarms, dude. The swarms? Bro, what do you feel like you're going to about not yet. Do you have the AI-16Z?
So the play on Swarms, it's AI-16Z, but it's also any of the other agents because those agents can then control Swarm. So it's you picking which you want to align with, which of those will have a more influential Swarm, kind of. Again, everybody's going to be digging into this now and trying to really understand it. They're launching it in his Discord tonight. So you can go in the AI-16, the AI-16Z Discord. Yeah. In fact, I'm looking right now. Yeah. There's like 30 people in there right now. And like live, they're going to be coding and doing whatever to actually get that live.
You can't find AI16Z on Photon because it's a T22 or some shit.
Is that Frank? We got Frank on now. Okay.
Eat ball going to the fucking moon for real. But don't tell Thread when he gets back. I want to show him like my 100x and just be like, yeah, how's it going, little string boy?
Goat PFP's cooking. They revealed 1.24 soul floor. These will go to what, 2 or 3? I'm assuming. I don't think these got any official link to Truth Terminal or Goat CS Maximus, but neither did the token at first. So who knows?
Yeah, it's moving.
Oh, is it after that conversation? No way, it's moving right now.
It's been moving.
What's mooning? AI16Z?
Seems the fucking chat liked it. How about that? How about a couple green candles for you, Frank?
Oh, sick.
A couple green 15-minute candles.
Everyone in the chat ate $5 million.
Fuck you guys, man.
Hey, what are they looking at?
Man, he's so based.
Yeah,
You hear the
sick.
swarms thing?
Huh?
You hear the swarms thing?
What are they looking at?
Bro, you basically gonna be able
AI16Z.
to have an agent control other agents. So you could have like,
Like a
Yeah, we were right.
you could yes. You could
AI
like,
controls a swarm
pick
of other
Naval
agents.
AI as the operator, and then launch 100 other agents through Eliza, all separate, and it can control them and tell them what to do and tell them what to follow.
Thread guy keeps saying Naval
Like mass propaganda.
or Naval, whatever they call it now. Naval's going to be great. It is. Naval is still a 100, 200, 3. It is a multi-hundred million. That sounds stupid, but it is a big ass coin. It
Bro,
is.
he's so based. I don't know what to do.
Frank smacked on 3
Man.
Damn, 360.
And then he's fighting my boy Andy, and I'm just like, oh my god.
How was the
No way.
goat?
That's funny.
A little bit.
Oh, just rotate.
You could tell he didn't. He said
I'm on
Andy's
my
nice,
George
but you
rate.
could tell it was
Sell
like
all go, yeah.
funny something there.
Sell all go by AI16Z.
At the top, for the top. Oh my
Sophie
god.
AI. Okay. Marco, good shit. I
Hey,
do. I
white
really
food
do.
gang.
I really do.
White
Like
Food
Naval.
gang, we.
Naval.
The real builders are winning these days, huh, chat? Real
Yeah.
builders.
Yeah.
Was chat spamming waifu?
Yeah, the coin that I sold at 4 mil.
That we were like talking about every single day at the house.
Yeah.
At like not even 40, I think like 500K.
What's it at now?
40 mil.
Oh,
Let's spot check some stuff. I don't know if I really want to listen to these two
Might as
banter.
well be 40, right? He didn't FUD him. He asked, "What did he FUD?" Andy.
No, I basically was like, how important of a role is Andy playing this? He said, probably a bigger one if you open source his tech.
Ah.
And then he was talking,
Ooh.
but dude, imagine if Goat, he basically was like, he should launch
Ooh.
on the swarm. He should make Goat an operator in the swarm, and
Yeah.
there could be 100 agents dedicated to the Goat C fucking singularity, and it can actually become true.
Holy.
how many agents for AI16Z are there so far?
Like every single new
Every
AI
single
coin that
AI
you see
coin is
built on
AI16Z.
Eliza.
Bro, they're gonna be bigger than OpenAI.
Do you think they?
Bro, it's
all-
gonna be bigger than OpenAI.
Do you think they? All
Keep that
help-
in mind about that AI16Z
Bro, they're-
token. If
they're
you
making-
think
they're
they're
gonna have
on
million
path to
agents.
getting
But do you think they all help the original AI16Z?
that level of building in the AI
Twenty
kind
times
of
out there.
world,
Wow.
like
Yeah,
building
that's
AI
incredible.
products like they're doing now, and they
What's the market cap of
basically
OpenAI?
self-funded, other than small investments at the start.
Trillion?
No reason AI16Z can't be
It's not public.
one of the biggest meme coins ever. I mean, like tens and tens and tens of billions.
Whoa.
Watch that. Watch AI16Z compete with OpenAI, right?
What's 180? $450x.
Can you help me draw the connection between the coin and the accounts? Like, are the accounts aren't like pumping the coin? So like, what's the connection? Is it just like?
450x to OpenAI.
Why would it pump the coin though if there's a bunch of agents?
They all are all dedicated to the coin. They're all part of the stack.
But people have to think, oh, the coin's gonna go up, right? And they buy it.
Of course, but every agent on Twitter right now is dedicated to AI16Z.
I'm not trying to mid curve.
Like a brand awareness thing.
I get it. I think it's sick, but I'm just like,
Frank,
I'm wondering.
it's a 450x to flip OpenAI.
Oh, that's light work.
Yeah, but OpenAI is a profit generating company. Like it's supposed to end up being that.
I know in AI 16Z is gonna be the
Go back
most,
to Moodang, bro.
most profitable hedge fund in
Oh,
the world,
Jesus.
bro. It's gonna be the biggest fund in the world.
Dude, I'm so annoyed because I feel like I'm late to all the best AI coins.
You are. Buy GOAT. Oh my god.
AI 16Z and Zero, bro, might be better bets than GOAT right now for like higher returns, right?
What do you say? AI 16Z and what?
Yo, A21, what's the VV-AFU, like what's the thesis on that? What's the Waifu thesis?
It's pump fund for agents.
Oh wow, that's sick. Can we look at that?
I already sold it, dude. I sold it
I
months
sold
ago.
it too. I sold it too. Dude, your chat is so fucking sick, honestly. You have a sick chat.
You're mean to me.
My chat's way meaner, bro. But honestly, like, me chat's kind of bullish. Like, I think Aiden Ross has the meanest chat of all time. Let's see what I sold Dasha at.
Hey, Spoono.
Bro!
You can come in.
Oh my god, I put like over 50 SOL into Dasha and I sold for like 15. I took like a 50 SOL loss on Dasha, bro.
It's gonna be okay, Thread.
No way.
I took a 50 SOL loss on Dasha. What the fuck?
Hey, chat.
W Spoono chat.
How we doing?
Dude, there's no way.
Last week I had Shaw on at 30 mil market cap, bro.
What's it at? I wasn't even listening.
400 mil. But it's a 450x to flip OpenAI.
It is getting stupid. Like, good stupid. Good
It could be
stupid.
big. Is Shaw bigger than Sam Altman, Chad?
It's stupid, though. Like, it's... We all miss 100 things a day. It's just another thing to miss. Like, I get it. I
I'm
get
gonna be
it.
honest.
But
Chat.
there'll
man,
be
I'm
something new
sad.
this week with the swarms. Many new things this week with swarms. Something as big as GOAT, comes along. Many times this cycle. It's no biggie. We've all been in tokens that 100x'd and we missed. I mean, that one 10x'd. It just 10x'd. Go buy some Naval. Go buy some Naval, dummy. All right, let me just make the rounds real quick, and we'll wrap. This is not not a normal stream here. Normal stream tomorrow morning, by the way. How cool was that getting that Leonidas retweet yesterday? That was cool as fuck, dude. 172 mil. NFT sales doubled, fucking doubled this week. Wow, Jesus. Actually, I'd like to see why.
Hello? Yeah, I just want to. Yeah, I'm good.
Punks, actually, dude, look at that.
Tonight, right now?
Huge chunk of that is that BRC20.
So kind of look around. And then,
Okay, I don't want to hear that. Big chunk of that's the BRC20. It's a Reborn, Loot Chase. Whatever. I don't know. Big volume. I don't know if it matters. All right, I'm closing that. He's just listening to jams. Have not looked at Bitcoin once today. All right, yeah, just it feels like vibes they're not down. We're just flat. Everybody's just we're waiting still. Check this out, man. This is like Murad and some other big respectable guys out there. Think the market cap this cycle for all of crypto gets to $10 trillion, meaning we have more than a 3x at this point for this cycle. And then if you apply the Murad thesis of the meme coins, like cannibalizing from altcoins, this 3x, let's just say it's 3x to make that easier. The meme coin market cap also 3x's, but we think it's going to eat into other cryptos more, so it really is probably going to more than 3x. Let's say meme coins 5x. And of course, the supply is going to grow like crazy, but I'm still. I'm saying if you think a token, I'll use Naval. If I think Naval goes to 200 mil, I kind of want a 3 or 4 exit. I kind of want to add on to that because I do think this gets so much freaking bigger, so much bigger. Like, right, we're not just getting one more little pump. We're not just getting what happened, like a week ago. We're not just getting that and, it lasts a little longer. We're getting substantially more. Like, picture when Trump gets in office and if he enacts no taxes on crypto like he said he wants to do. And when he announces his crypto council. And when we know for sure the SEC's not going right, you see what I'm saying? Like, the run hasn't started. I want to be in the main AI players right now. Because some of the AIs that are just cooking right now, dude, at 10, 15 mil market cap, and then 20, even 50, you're like, it's too late. They did their thing. They had their run. And over, we see them cook, and they do what they're doing now. Again, AI 16Z, perfect example. It fell to 30. We're like, oh, we missed it. Or still, it's too big. There's nothing left in it. And man, is there so much left in these things. If a bunch of these are going to 100, well, one or two going to 100 plus bill, and multiple of them going to 10 bill, and tons of them going to 1 bill, these things got a ton of life in them. And I think it's the early ones. I'm still in Naval. I got just that real strong feeling about. And same with these others. That Eliza one, too, is a special one. That is a special one. And Shaw says that, too. Shaw's been tweeting about this one, saying this one is it's just different. It's special. Am I not following? Shit. Yeah, a bunch of these are going to win big. But really, I think they all do. Is Barsic the is that the dog or cat? You gotta refresh me on that. Dude, Bonk, people are saying is getting a Robinhood listing. Yeah, I don't know. I heard there's PvP with this, like 2 tokens and whatever. Yeah. I'm sure it's awesome. I am definitely getting spread thin here with keeping up with all of them. 172 mil. Good Lord. Good Lord. Yeah. And then speaking of dog, I mean, Jesus Christ. 760 mil for dog, and every rune. Look at this. It's all green in like the top 20. And get ready, because then the Magic Eden news, and then guys, still the FTX stimmy. Like, there's a lot of good stuff coming. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Yeah, Awful Life, you got a coin and an agent and all that. Yeah. Yep. 760. 352. Cypher Genesis is doing way better than I thought it would. 21 mil got to 22 mil. Cabal behind Bitcoin Bro Bear, right? Kook and Wizard of Soho have been tweeting about this one. Gizmo, you know. Decentralized 11 mil is crazy. Love to see 10x that. That'd be that'd be nice. Shit. All right, I'll cut it here. 'Cause it's getting late, Yeah. Have a good night, boys. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, over on SlamX. SlamX Official on YouTube. Probably got a lot to talk about. There we go. Yeah, have a good night, guys. I will catch you later. Peaces.